Great, thank you. Appreciate your being here today and appreciate Seagate for the opportunity to talk to you. I am Joe Rody. I'm with Meadowgate, and we're a small business partner with Seagate, and I'm a solution consultant, the brains of the operation. Herb couldn't be here today, but we'd love to engage with you on technical questions. But for now, let me give you I thought this would be our agenda for today. Give you a quick idea of who Meadowgate is, kind of the solution landscape and the customers we work with, and then how we see Seagate bringing it together for us in a certain customer set that we have. So, and again, please feel free to ask questions if I hit something that doesn't make sense to you, or if there's a question, please just stop me as we're going, and I'm free to try and answer it if I can. Okay, so Meadowgate, we're a small, disabled, veteran-owned business. We're in a hub zone, which means a lot of stuff to the federal partners. They are looking for small business partners that bring some value add to the customer base. We're located in Maryland is where our solution center is, and we're headquartered in Trenton, New Jersey. And our focus is on mainly the DoD space, mostly in the high-performance computing arena. And so we're happy to be here today to talk to you about some of the solutions we're working with, both with the customer and with Seagate. And so, hitting the wrong one here. So we were honored by, in some of the work we have with the customer, they actually came to us and asked if we would enter into a CRADA with them. And a CRADA in the government terms is an ability to do a cooperative research and development agreement. So they felt that we had ties to industry that would help them. We don't manufacture anything, we're a small system integrator. So we worked with them to get, kind of understand what their requirements are. They're in a classified environment for the most part, and we take those requirements and go back to industry and try and find the right answers as they have an ever-increasing, more challenging, demanding, lower budgets and things to try and get these high-performance solutions done. We were honored that they'd asked us to do this, and so we've been in it, it's almost exactly a year today, and it's a 3-year agreement. And we had 4 task areas that we engaged on. High-performance networking, extreme storage, and this would be in the realm of extreme storage, high-performance file systems, and low-latency non-volatile storage. And in non-volatile storage, as we'll see here, is mostly SSD devices. But real quick, from the customer set we service, there's all kinds of technologies that they're interested in, from servers, both x86, P-series, virtual servers, all kinds of storage, SSDs, as I mentioned, lots of appliances coming out, block storage, all these different technologies. How do you get the best in class and come up with solutions that may make a difference in the space they're trying to address? Again, we've tested a lot of these SSD appliances, working with InfiniBand networks. Some of the newer things are virtual networks in the IP space, both from VMware and from Big Switch. Server technologies are now putting solid-state DIMMs in with the servers, which again is becoming very interesting to the customers. We work with all these file systems to try and do high-performance solutions. And then some of the software-defined storage is becoming more prevalent and offering some solutions. So when we went through the list of who are the customers that really have this big data analytics problem, the people we found had, some of them already went to a Hadoop solution. They found that the current solutions they had wouldn't scale well enough, and they needed to get beyond the standard Oracle or Sybase, so they went to Hadoop. And it actually works. So there's commodity servers and storage that they use, and building blocks that use low-cost commodity items, and Hadoop file system, which makes 3 copies of the data to account for the commodity storage the commodity parts that they're using. But the customer asks us, why can't we look at the high-performance side of the house? We have a big high-performance computing side of our customer and industry. How do we use that along with big data to come up with solutions that make a difference in the high-performance data analytics field? So we engaged in that through our CRADA, and we went through a bunch of different companies, and Seagate immediately rose to the top. And so that's where we started our partnership with Seagate and their cluster store product line. And they immediately said, hey, we can help you immediately on the Hadoop environments, because the file system, the open Lustre file system allows us to do lots of things that the Hadoop file system just doesn't do. And so they immediately got benefits of more reliability, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, and also just the capacity. You don't have to have multiple copies of the same data taking up power and space and cooling. And then they can also integrate some of the high-performance networking like we use in high-performance computing that isn't used in the Hadoop environment currently. And so, again, one of the things is it doesn't require a forklift upgrade. You can put a cluster store environment in front of their existing Hadoop files or the Hadoop systems and get the benefit of the storage immediately, and then begin to scale your storage and your processing separately. You don't have to rely on every time you need more storage, having to add more compute, having to add more storage. So that was a game changer for us in the space that we work with and our customer. And then again on open field where they don't already have Hadoop clusters, Seagate can offer a whole solution that has both the Lustre on the compute nodes and on the storage nodes, and it allows you to scale, and you can still use the HDFS. So it's not you have to buy a whole Seagate solution. It's very flexible, and we found them to be very open and easy to work with. And again, I don't want to bore you, but some of the things here you may be aware of already. But disk parity in the standard way that we would do data protection with RAID technology, as disk drives get larger, it's been very difficult to keep up with the amount of the data you have. You're definitely going to have disk fails, and then when these disk fails, it takes longer and longer to rebuild. So the grid RAID technology that Seagate offers, again, has been very attractive to our customers. It allows you to suffer through many disk failures without having to lose data, and you don't take much of a performance hit either. And in fact, these numbers are kind of astounding when you think about the ability to have, for the same amount of just 25% overhead, to get 10 nines. So again, these are kind of game-changing solutions in the high-performance world, where in the Hadoop environment, to get that, you have to have, in this first column, you're getting much lower reliability, and you're actually getting much less efficiency. So again, this grid RAID capability that Seagate brings to the party, we found to be very useful to the customers. And again, I guess there's, a lot of these things are probably redundant, but it is a standard file system now, so we're using Lustre. And you reduce the number of nodes you need just because you're scaling your storage and your compute separately. And again, we've actually installed one system now, and the customer is using it in an existing environment because they already had a Hadoop cluster for compute, and they're using the storage nodes, and again, it's TBD. They're just literally installing it this week. And the other thing we like about Seagate is they had the ability to have a whole solution set. You could start small and grow out into a very large, multiple petabyte environment. And again, you probably have these specs. The other thing about Seagate is, they didn't build everything. They still have there are products out there that they feel that would be beneficial, and they've worked with those companies like Scality. So I was talking about high performance analytics, but there's also the ability, customers would like to have a common platform to build out their other data applications. And by using what the Seagate relationship with Scality has allowed them to say, hey, we can meet 80% of your storage workloads with these kinds of solutions, with a Scality solution on top of a Seagate infrastructure. Now you can grow your data center from not only on your single data center, but you have campus data center and then geographic data center. And so I think that was in conclusion, to say that grid RAID technology has been a game changer for us. The ability of open platform, so they're open to put other solutions in with their base technologies. We have a great team of Seagate folks that are here supporting us both back home and here. And again, we think the cluster store is an excellent choice of an investment. And so that's basically the quick overview. I talked pretty fast being from Philadelphia, but if there's any questions, either you're welcome to ask me now, or if afterwards, I'm happy to talk to you more about it. But I think that was maybe too quick, but that was pretty much all yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody have any questions for Joe at all? Guys, ask a good question. I might give you 2 tickets for the drawing.
Did it make any sense? Was it relevant? Non-relevant? Dave's making his head. Good. You can't get tickets, Dave. Well, I do appreciate your putting up with that. And, again, look forward to work with you if you have any questions or any interest in working with Seagate and Meadowgate.